Hello and welcome to another Enso VN gaming video. This time we'll be doing the Colosseum Chaos version of Kyros. He's a quick power striker and his captain ability boosts the HP of striker characters by 1.2 times, as well as boosting the attack of strikers by 2.75 times if they're below 30% or 2.25 times otherwise. Pretty mediocre, you're probably never really going to use it, especially since he's a 50 stam unit, so if you can beat him, you have a better team anyway. But his special is pretty useful, where it changes your adjacent orbs into matching orbs, as well as amplifying the effect of orbs for striker and powerhouse units by 1.5 times for one turn. Now obviously this isn't a super big boost, but it maxes out at 6 turn CD, which is pretty amazing. So if you are facing off against a lot of medium sized enemies, or you're trying to speedrun an event, or even if you need like a smaller boost on like the first earlier stages and then to save your bigger boost for the final boss, he can be very useful. Plus, if you want to do the Doflamingo Blitz battle event right now, he is triple boosted since his name is boosted and he is a powerhouse striker, so he can be very powerful for that event going on right now. So before we take down Kyros himself, let's take a quick look at the first 4 stages. So the first round of the Colosseum is Tamago. He's really straightforward, preemptively just prevents debuffs and then nothing else. Below 50% he gains a damage reduction shield, and then below 20% he boosts his defense by 100,000. But 3.5 million isn't too much HP, so you shouldn't have too much problem fighting this guy. I'm just going to use Gear 4 with all my super powerful specials and just instantly kill him. You can of course just kill him over like 2 turns, drop him slightly above 50% and then kill him like that, or you can just burst him. Round 2 is Hack. This guy isn't too bad. He does boost your orbs by 1.25 times for 2 turns. I mean for forever actually. If it was 2 turns that should be nice. Which means you pretty much can't use any orb boosting specials, which means me bringing Invasion Shanks was kind of pointless. Below 50% he cuts your HP by 20% when he attacks, but I'm just not going to let him do that. Here I'm going to use, so Sabo was the 2-turn attack boost, Mihawk here cuts his HP for a little bit extra damage. Capone was there just to ensure getting a couple more matching orbs, but yeah, he's pretty straightforward as well. Round 3, Caesar Clown. This guy is mildly annoying. You can't use a free spirit team since he silences all free spirit units for 5 turns. Here I'm using a double Zoro team. Also prevents debuffs. Below 50% will poison you for 3,000 damage a turn. The only thing that's really annoying with him is once he dies, he revives with 600,000 HP, as well as summoning a bunch of mobs with 100,000 HP. So I'm just going to use Colosseum Shiryu just to instantly kill all of those guys. And then I have another Zoro special to kill him. Again, he only has 620,000 HP, so even with the damage reduction shield it's not too bad. Plus she does give you a defense shield for 3 turns, so if you want to tank it with your plentiful HP you can as well. And then on to round 4, which is Violet. She prevents all debuffs for 99 turns like usual, and then increase the chance of getting quick orbs, and then make sure that you can only attack the mobs instead of her. Again, isn't too bad. I'm going to use Mihawk to cut the HP. I thought that would be enough to kill with Shiryu, but it wasn't. If I could have just used Zoro, but the Zoro specials actually would just kill her anyway, so it wasn't too bad. I'm going to use Kinemon to get some matching orbs, and then Neo Doflamingo to boost my orbs. So Doflamingo and Zoro gives me a huge attack boost, and that should be plenty of damage. She only has 3.5 million HP, doesn't do anything on revive, so she isn't too tough as long as you burst her fairly quickly. So this is the team I'm going to be using to defeat Kyros. It's pretty standard Neko team. Obviously the only thing is Mac Vice is pretty nice for stage 5 because he does lock your chain to 1.5 times for 3 turns, so even if you use Kanjuro it wouldn't work. Kanjuro is kind of just a bonus, you don't really need him. I mostly use it for stage 4 because Viola will despair your captains for 5 turns if you don't kill her fast enough. So that's kind of a little safety net, but really you could just tank the hits. She doesn't hit for too much damage. So if you want, you could just swap out Kanjuro for really anyone. Aokiji is nice, obviously for the attack boost. Law, a big attack boost obviously from the orbs. Only thing you have to watch out with that is that if you run into Hack, make sure that you waste his orb boost before you actually fight Kyros, because his orb boost is like 7 turns, so if you aren't careful you'll use Law special and it actually won't do anything because the Hack special is still up. This Colosseum is quite difficult, but that's mostly because everyone has a lot of HP. There isn't that many things you have to worry about in terms of like debuffs or anything you have to really worry about, except for the Despair on turn 4. But as I said, you could just have Kanjuro or wait it out. It's 5 turns normally, so if you have sockets, obviously you can wait out a lot faster. So with all that said, let's get started. So on stage 3, you can run into either Caesar Clown, Tamago, or Hack. I forgot here that 3 of my units were Free Spirit units, so they all got silenced. But that isn't too big of a deal because I don't really need to use any specials on the first, well, round 3 and round 4 really anyway. So that's not too big of a problem. If you run into Hack, obviously, as I said, he's probably the most annoying, since you have to deal with the long ass auto boost that he gives you, so you have to wait that out. But if you use the Alkaji Bike shift instead of the 3rd anniversary shift, you should have a lot of HP anyway. So you could definitely just tank it up, so it's not really a big deal. Tamago would be obviously the easiest because he really doesn't do anything other than gain some defense when he's a little low on HP. And you can very easily avoid that. And Violet again does pretty much the same thing as she did on the previous stage, where she makes it so you can only attack the mobs in the middle. Make sure you kill them on round 1 because they do despair your captains for 5 turns each if you let them live. Of course, if you somehow miss to kill all of them, you can let like 1 or 2 live, and then you can get rid of it with Kanjuro, but obviously with a Neko team you have a lot of damage. What's really nice here is that she gives you like pretty much always quick orbs, which means that Neko will always give you matching orbs. You don't have to worry about TND and meat orbs pretty much at all for the rest of the fight. Here, since it's turn 2, I get despaired for 5 turns. Now I'm just going to use Kanjuro to get past it. She does hit for 6,000 damage and I had 19,000 HP, so I could have just waited it out, but it's fine. Just makes it a bit faster. She uses Kanjuro, you can of course, as I said, just wait it out. And then finally we fight Kyros, who has 7 million HP and attacks every turn for 7,000 damage. Also makes it so you can't heal, so you pretty much can't zombie him. I'm just going to use Neko. Then I'm going to use Law for the orb boost. Then I'm going to use Magvice for not only to get rid of the chain, but also to give you an affinity bonus. So all your dex units will do a crap ton of damage to him. And I think on the damage calc this is like 11 million damage, so yeah, a little bit of overkill. Blam! That one hit did 2 million damage. So that's Kyros done and dusted. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any other Kyros teams you'd like to use, post them in the comments down below for other people to use. Join the Discord if you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, my nakama!